fine.
What the hell are you doing in the desert, young man?
Hitchhiking.
Hitchhiking? What, do you got friggin' rocks in your head? Get in.
Thanks.
Let me tell you something about the desert, son.
What's that?
Boy, is it hot.
You let me down to the ground.
See that?
Left me stranded. The day you called.
You know you're going 10 miles an hour.
What are you, an anarchist? Fix me another martini. Hurry up, goddammit, I'm parched. You're spilling it. Jeez. Ah. Jesus Christ. We got a big turn coming up. Thank you. Thank you. See the sun come up this morning? Just like a baby's head. Baby's head. Head. Speaking of going, where you headed?
I'm looking for my grandfather. He lives somewhere out here. A place called the Admiral Stockdale Retirement Civilization. Are we anywhere near the place?
Oh, the prune pasture. Ah, we're real close. Real close. Real close.
That's good. I could use a shower. So if there's one thing about the desert, sure is hot.
We're here.
What?
Here we are.
What do you mean?
See that bullet-riddled sign?
Yeah.
See that hill behind the bullet-riddled sign?
Yeah.
The prune pasture's right over that hill.
How far do you think it is?
Oh, about a farthing, maybe a farthing and a half.
Well, okay. Thanks a lot.
You know, this coffee reminds me of last night's episode of Star Trek.
The only thing I remember about last night's episode of Star Trek was the captain, Jean-Luc.
Here comes that dog, her name is supper time. She comes around, it's boys savings time. Here comes that dog, her name is supper time. She chews rawhide hoofs when it's chew toy time. Everybody loves her, swear to God it's true. Think I almost named her Scupper Nog. Kate is that one little girl in Tucson, Arizona. Called her that black and white annoying dog. Here comes that girl. Here comes that dog, her name is supper time. She herds anything she finds when it's shepherd time. Here comes that dog, her name is supper time. She digs the Marianas Trench when it's digging time. Used to hate those people, knit their cats fuzzy sweaters, treat their pets like furry people. Then I met supper time and she made me realize I just hate the way they treat other people. There goes that dog, she's on the couch, she's going out. Supper time, night night fares, it's sleepy time. Supper time, oh supper time, night night fares, it's sleepy time. Supper time, oh supper time, night night fares, it's sleepy time. Good night old man, it's sleepy time. Wherever you are, make sleepy time. There goes that dog, her name was supper time.
Who the hell are you? What the hell are you doing here?
I was hitchhiking, remember?
Oh, it's the boy with the baby's head. Baby's head. What the hell took you so long? Stop to get a haircut?
Why did you make me walk so far? I almost died. I passed out and there was a snake and this dog.
Because you kids watch too much damn TV. Why don't you come in for a drink? What's that? Can you ride it? Does it shoot?
It's a guitar.
Guitar, drums, boy, that's where it's at. Rat-tat-tat, boom-tat, Buddy Rich.
What?
You better come inside, because if you stay out here in the sun, your face will turn into one huge mole. I've seen it happen.
Is this your house?
Why, yes. This is my house.
So if you live here at the Admiral Stockdale Retirement Civilization, you might know my grandfather.
What's his name?
Monty Kintay?
Monty Kintay, why didn't you say so? He's my roommate, my best friend. He's my Art Carney, my Bob Hope, my Ben Vereen. Boy, you smell ripe. I think I'd better take a shower. You can watch some TV. It'll make you feel better. The clicker's on the couch. If you don't pick up that jug of tasty Grenache right quick, hand it over to me, its rightful owner, As God is my witness, I'll put us a run good eye with this pipe.
You're welcome.
The Suns 102.
We're getting information from our dealers in the showrooms or customers. We're getting information from our dealers in the showrooms or customers.
Ah, wine, the fruit of the nectar and the fuel of the artist. Good evening and welcome to Rearing Artists, where we dramatize the inept parenting of our society's most priceless and precious commodity, the fragile artists and their eggshell minds. Ah, the tools of the trade. Paint brushes. So come with me now, back to the time of Vincent van Gogh, Pablo Picasso, Leonardo da Vinci, and Michelangelo
Buonarroti!
Buonarroti.
Oh, Vinny, what are you doing today? Here's your lunch. Oh, what is it?
It's you and Papa.
Oh, Vinny, why you always gotta be crazy? Ah, crazy, I got a crazy son, crazy!
Hello, Pablo. I brought you some lunch, and I found this beautiful painting by Mr. Michelangelo. What a beautiful face that is, eh? What are you doing?
It's my beautiful face, Mother.
That's not beautiful, that's sick. Sick, I tell you.
Ah!
What are you doing today, Leonardo? I brought you your lunch.
I'm drawing a perfect circle, Mother.
A perfect circle. Your father and I bought you a perfect compass for Christmas so you could draw all the perfect circles you want. When are you going to paint something? Oh. Here's your lunch, Michelangelo. Oh,
Thank you, Mama.
not another nude boy. Oh, what's he doing here?
Mama,
Why can't you
Mama,
have
shh, Mama, shh, you'll offend the boy.
I don't care. Why can't you find a nice girl for a change?
You'll, shh, Mama! David, I'm sorry. I do not know what has gotten into my mother. Don't worry.
Look, Michael, when I met you at the bar last night, this sounded like a really great idea. You know, a chance to meet an artist and all that, but now it's just turning into a big drag, so I'm just going to get my stuff in.
No, David, no. I'm almost done with your dickie. I'm almost done with it. I'm almost finished. Just a little touch. A little touch.
Rain's nearly washed out line.
Into sculpting cheese. Well, I'm from Madison, Wisconsin. And Madison, Wisconsin, we sculpt cheese a lot. For mostly holidays. We do little things with cheese, like sculpt. We make little pieces of maybe cheddar, and we put the orange, and then we put the white on top and make little eyes and stuff. And then for holidays, we bring it out on maybe a cheese board. A cheese board, oh, excuse me.
We're getting information from our dealers in the showrooms or customers.
If you don't stop that incessant rocking noise, I'm gonna crush your skull with me bare hands!
I started with my favorite cartoon character was Underdog, and Underdog had
Andrew Dog?
Underdog, sir.
Underdog.
Underdog. Billy. Is that your name, Billy?
Sir is fine.
Sir. So, I had the Underdog first, was my first actual sculpture. I was 6 when I made 6. When I made 6 Underdogs.
6?
Underdogs? Yes, and my mom really fell in love with them, so we still have them. They're in our living room. We had 6 little Underdogs.
How do you keep them?
We keep them on the coffee table.
How?
How?
How do you keep them from spoiling? It's cheese. It's cheese.
Spoiling?
Buffy. Spoils if it's not refrigerated.
Spoil. I don't know what you mean.
If and you don't put down that there cleaver, well, I'm gonna clip you one.
That I can get my mom in here.
I don't have a problem with it. I'm trying to figure out how in today's society you can sculpt cheese and become notorious or in any way known. Are you known at all? Does anybody?
Sir, I am not notorious at all. Bank robbers are notorious. I am a cheese sculptor.
Why, look at the baby wolf!
What baby wolf?
Oh, it's gone now.
Oh, I distinctly remember cutting myself a satisfying wedge off of that brick of cheese there. And if I find it was you who pinched it, why, God help you, I'll smash you with this brick.
Is in Madison, Wisconsin, and is transported by the cheese mobile. It's 40,000 pounds of cheddar.
40,000 pounds of cheddar in a cheese wheel?
Yes, and they transport it in the cheese mobile, it's called. But that's beside the point, because I actually make big swans now. I'm more creative than I used to be with the simple underdog motif. And now I make big swans and little pineapples and peckerwoods.
Peckerwoods?
Peckerwoods.
Peckerwoods. Getting back to this big cheese wheel, you say there's 40,000 pounds of cheese.
Yeah, but I have nothing to do with that, sir. I did not make the wheel itself.
I know, but see, the point I'm trying to make is that I'm trying to prove something here.
Prove?
40,000 pounds of cheese is quite a lot of cheese.
It's a big sum of cheese right there.
If you don't stop one-handed juggling with that fruit, I'm gonna stick my fist in this cornucopia and shove it up your arse!
One with me.
Mom, did you bring the pictures? She's shaking her head. She's not very bright, my mom. I love her.
Yeah.
But she forgot the pictures of my cheese. She forgot the pictures of the cheese.
Do you have any way at all of proving that you've ever touched a piece of cheese in your life? Much less sculpted anything out of clay or cheese or any sort of artistic background at all? Any sort of...
My fingers are dirty.
Proof? Yeah, they are, but it looks like grease to me.
Grease? That's because you can't get it up. Don't blame me.
No, I didn't say I couldn't get it up. I said I was having a bad love affair. So can we just move on and go and
Why are you harassing me?
I'm not harassing you.
Look what happened.
I'm sorry.
I'm
trying not to harass you.
I sculpted for 17 years, and this is what happened to me from cheese. Smell me.
No, I don't smell anything.
Yeah, it does. Would you care for a pipe?
Oh, pipe? Sure. I make pipes out of cheese too.
And smoke tobacco.
In the pipe. What else would you do with a pipe? Cheese is my favorite substance.
Alright, so where have you shown?
Shown?
Your cheese to the public.
Oh. Well, the Madison Cheese Museum was where I first got a show. I had 17 pieces of cheese.
But there's no Madison Cheese Museum. There's no 40,000-pound wheel of cheese that travels around in a cheese-mobile. There's no little underdog sculptures that you've made for your mom when you were 9. There's no big swans. There's no peckerwoods anywhere. You haven't done a thing with cheese. You don't even sculpt. You're probably not even an artist. And that's not your mom. That's our stagehand.
Really?
Yes.
Have you ever seen a peckerwood?
Did you smell that, boy?
No, I don't smell anything.
Smells like those weird dessert things Mrs. Grimshaw always makes. Come with me, boy.
We're getting information from our dealers in the showrooms or customers. We're getting information from our dealers in the showrooms or customers.
3 times today. I'm getting really annoyed with that. Well, actually, I think it'll work out if we get Paul to call Mary Lynn, then I won't have to call Mary Lynn again, and he can just tell her to meet us here. And then the only thing is the dog. So do you think you can get the dog to the park and bring her back by the time we have to go?
Honey, listen to this. The weekend that Nixon and Kissinger decide to invade Cambodia, Nixon goes off on a little cruise up the Potomac and gets totally hammered with B.B. Rebozo.
Dave, did you hear what I just asked you?
And then Nixon has Rebozo call Kissinger at 3 in the morning to tell him that if the invasion fails, it'll be his ass. Can you believe it?
I'm sick of hearing about your stupid book!
Stupid book? Seymour Hersh is one of the most respected journalists in the world.
I'm so mad at you!
My love for you is this cornucopia, chock full of bubbles, a scrubbing utopia. The things you say just rub me raw, turn my heart into an ornate rub with your saw. Utopia, re-utopia, re-utopiary. For midnight, I'm taken to new heights. Sometimes dark, sometimes a knotted, twisted dance, or just jumping up and down, feet planted in the clay. On their faces, toilet paper on parade, making big bucks with charades. Break out those box heads. Break out.
Honey, are you up? Honey, are you up?
Shut up!
Hey, are you a superhero? Are you a superhero? No, are you a superhero? You look like a superhero. Are you a superhero? Hey, are you a superhero?
Stop asking me if I'm a superhero.
Hey, are you a superhero? You're a superhero, aren't you? Are you a superhero?
Stop asking me if I'm a superhero.
Are you a superhero? You're a superhero.
Stop it!
In the morning, she's a superhero. Look at the You're a superhero, aren't you?
tired of you asking me if I'm a superhero.
Just good?
Well, he had the route first.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I was about, 13. 13.
And you've been a paperman ever since you've gone through puberty?
Well, I stopped for a little while, but I got back into it because, I found myself more and more at night thinking of myself as the information booth of society. You know, we bring out the stuff to the people, and except for that goddamn CNN.
The American people, just like Ross Perot.
Yeah, man, we don't find CNN that American, really. I think people should read more, and I think people have a right to have their paper delivered by our service.
We've heard reports that the last American paperboy has been attacked by a number of papermen throughout the country, and we're wondering how you felt about that.
Well, it sounds like a lovely coalition, and I wouldn't be too upset to join it, but I know nothing of that.
Yeah, I'm not part of that. If I were to pursue that paperboy myself, it would be of totally independent origin.
Well, we do have video of a pink-capped skinny guy and a blue-capped with a red shirt other guy beating up on the paperboy earlier this week.
What's your point?
Go figure.
Well, looking at you two, we've got the red shirt, the blue cap, and the pink cap, and you're both skinny, so what's the scoop?
Well, there's not an official uniform to be a paper man, but I'd say that
we like to keep a dress code.
Yeah, amongst the paper men of our... It's not a union per se, but we do have similar attire.
And similar tastes. We drink the same thing. I mean, we've got a job to do that very few people are doing these days because of CNN.
By my watch, it says it's about 11:30. Isn't it tradition to have the paper delivered before the sun comes up, or very soon after?
Well, that's one of the nice parts of being a paper man, because you don't have to deal with the customer that much. You don't have to collect. You don't have to...
The company does that.
You don't have to put it in their mailbox. You don't have to put it in the screen door. You don't have to do all that stuff. You just drive by, throw the paper. We had one complaint.
Yeah, old Thorndale.
Thorndale, yeah.
And what happened to him?
He only complained once.
Yeah.
Once.
Yeah.
Once.
And then what happened?
Well, I don't know.
Never complained again.
I think he moved.
Well, I mean, people got to understand we're on a tight schedule. We're talking 300 of these suckers a day.
What, our old route when we were boys, what?
80, 50, 80, 50.
You know, he used to
50,
fold.
80.
He used to fold the Sunday paper. You know how thick the Sunday paper? He does. We use the
thick.
We use the rubber bands now because it's
Well, we don't really have to throw it on the porch.
It's more efficient.
Throw it in the yard these days.
Plus, it's more efficient, and he's got carpal tunnel syndrome.
Have you been aware of the growing number of paper men in our society and the disappearance of the paper boy?
Well, look at the way... Oh, I'm sorry
Just
about
hit
your
my
mic there, Tip. Well, look, this is the way I see it. Okay? These kids, these paper boys... I mean, this is an economic... I mean, when I was a paper boy, the economy situation was fine. You know what's going on. You read the paper, right?
Actually, I don't.
CNN, boy.
You watch CNN?
No, I try to keep myself as uninformed as possible.
Okay, well, maybe you don't know that there's a little bit of a recession going on.
Right.
And us being adults now, we feel privileged to make our living this way, and we figure these little paper boys, they don't need the money. They got mommy and daddy wiping their butts at home. You know? We gotta wipe our own butts.
Whether you two admit it or not, we do have footage of two gentlemen looking remarkably like you pummeling the last American paper boy. Now level with me, guys. Why'd you do it?
Well, hypothetically, let's just say we did do it.
Okay.
We have a few reasons.
There's many reasons, but
but there's one main reason. Sex.
Violence.
Well, he's right about the violence, but there's sex. Well, we're inherently violent.
Yeah, well, not really. We're violent by nature more of a thing, like sex.
Sex. Getting back to sex, which is one of the main reasons, because you see, chicks as the longer they associate us being paper boys instead of what we actually are, and that's paper men.
Men.
The longer they associate that, the less chicks we get, basically.
Yeah, but you know, you take out that last paper boy, and there's gonna be just a lot of fun things to do.
You snuff them out. There's no longer that word paper boy. There's only one word left. That's paper men.
That's paper man's 2 words, college boy.
In some of the literature I've seen that your coalition has passed around, you credit you cite the shrinking tax base as a means for destroying the last remaining paper boys.
Well, that's my brother's theory there, and I'm full with it, but he can explain it a lot better than me.
Well, you see, the thing is, you got paper men who are citizens of the United States who pay taxes. We pay taxes. Paper boys don't pay taxes, so they shrink the tax base, just like Ross Perot said. And as long as they shrink, they're un-American because they shrink the tax base. We expand the tax base.
We expand it through tax paying.
He pays taxes, I pay taxes. Why can't paper boys pay taxes? And the longer we just look at one more paper man, less paper boy, as a better economy and economic growth, and the deficit shrinks.
There's only one place that shouldn't pay taxes, and that's the Catholic Church. Firm believer in the gospel.
Gospel, according to Luke.
And all those other guys.
And you advocate violence against the paper boys.
Well, just look at the Crusades, for example.
Good point.
The Crusades, they went down, they got a bunch of knights together, they go down into the Holy Land, and they snuffed out the paper boys down there. Paper men haven't been getting good press recently. Not many people know this, but we know that it's a high prestige job, and that is because it's owned by a very famous company.
Yeah, Knight Rider.
The Knight Rider organization owns this, so we're basically employed by, technically we're employed by, what's his name?
David Hasselhoff. Knight Rider guy. This is our Kit.
This is Kit right here.
Little Kit.
We call her Kit because that's in the Knight Rider episodes. She's not like a black car, or she doesn't talk.
Nope.
But she's a good car.
Ricola!
So you really like the pancakes?
Yep.
You love them. They're really good, huh?
They're not only good, they're good.
So what I hear is that you love the pancakes. Would you like some more pancakes?
Bring them on.
Okay, well, they're in the oven. Come on.
Who are you? Why are you here?
I'm your grandson, and I came to visit you for a couple of days. Didn't you get my letter?
Who am I? Why am I here?
You're my grandpa, and this is your home.
I know that, boy. It's just a Stockdale joke. Don't you follow the news? Hey, you're not one of them anarchists, are you?
Honey, thank goodness you're home. Your grandson's here. He's sitting over there on the couch. He's here for a visit. Didn't you get his letter?
Shut up, Rex, and give me that weird dessert thing.
How long's the boy staying?
I don't know. How long you staying, boy?
A couple of days, if that's all right with you.
Oh, you're staying a lot longer than that. The civilization's under quarantine. Didn't you watch the news? There's some kind of plague thing going on.
Oh, plague Schmague, we're going to Dubac for the Grenache Festival this weekend.
Dubac, Schmague, they've electrified the fence. We're not going anywhere. And it looks like you're here for the duration of this plague fiasco.
What a setup. Why no, I don't smell anything. Why no, I don't smell anything.
No, I don't smell anything.
Why no? I don't smell anything.
Why no, I don't smell anything.
What a setup.
Look right at the camera. Ready?